Hi. Do you ever wonder why it's not very popular to talk about abstinence with alcohol or completely quitting drinking? Um, I asked people a lot in my drinking years if they thought it would be a good idea for me to quit. Because in my heart, I kind of knew that there could be a better way for me. No one liked that idea. Even my family were like, no, you don't need to quit drinking. Just drink less, which is a huge challenge if you are a drinker. Okay, so I don't want to use the word alcoholic because we have identified with what we think an alcoholic is, and maybe we are in that or we're not in that. But all those years that I drank alcoholically, I absolutely did not think I was an alcoholic. And because I didn't think I was an alcoholic, or I thought someone else might be, depending on the label, I didn't consider myself needing help, or I was like them that would need help. What I'm saying is you might do way better if you completely took alcohol off the menu. I was always the kind of drinker that thought I could take it or leave it, but I never left it. I mean, if it's Friday night and somebody's offering me a drink, why in the hell would I not say yes? I was not the kind of person that would go to dinners and not get a drink. It was always take it if it was an option. I mean, I didn't drink in the day. Okay, I don't want to give you a lot of identifiers about what I did or didn't do, because this is what kept me drinking for a lot longer, was that I thought if I don't drink in the day, then I'm probably okay. If I'm not in jail, hospital, or rehab, then I'm probably okay. So it put me in a category where I really wasn't qualified to stop, because why? Everybody drinks. Everybody wants to drink. We all could drink. It's legal. It's pretty. It's fun. It's totally acceptable. In fact, it's more unacceptable not to drink. Sometimes, I found that when I would throw parties, okay, I would have parties. I would have people over dinner. I would bring alcohol somewhere, let's say a picnic. And it was not acceptable for me if you didn't want it. I was like, a little annoyed. I wasn't in your face, but I was like, here is a margarita. Oh, no, thanks. I'd be like, what? So it is not as acceptable than you think to say no. I'm getting that a lot. I should get it more karmically, because I have put that out there in the world, how I disapprove of non-drinkers. When in Rome, life's too short, all that stuff. But let's just come back to, why did I quit and why was that a good idea? Because my soul was saying, this can't be right, Nicole. For me, now I don't have alcoholics really in my family tree. Now my mom created alcoholic tendencies. She drank every night. My dad didn't really have that. My brother and sister don't really have a problem with drinking. All my aunts and uncles and cousins, they drink Diet Coke and they eat sugar. They're not really alcoholics. I don't see it anywhere in my family, my mom's side, my dad's side. So I already decided that I wasn't of the cast of alcoholics. And any time I woke up in the morning or in the middle of the night feeling hot, depressed, shameful, and I'm not talking about shame because I did something that I was ashamed of. It was just in my body, the feeling of darkness, shame, even when I had no regrets, even when I didn't do anything that I regretted, it just felt like disappointment. I woke up and the first thought or word that would come out of my mouth is ugh, not yay, like I do now. I have a year and a half of sobriety. I'm 47. For about 20 years, I drank. I worked at bars. I have a lot of friends. I'm a yoga teacher, and I always thought, well, hell, I work out and I do all this good stuff. It's my privilege It's my right and it's my reward to be able to have a little drink, or a big one, or go big on Saturday night, or have something on Sunday. Anyway, it was a problem for me. I'm not a problem drinker, but it was a problem for me, the only one that matters. The reason I'm even putting this out there is that I was waiting for it to stop. I was waiting for my journey with alcohol to be stopped some way. Energetically, I was waiting for the end. I was waiting for something bad to happen, maybe, to make me prove it that I needed to quit. I was waiting for, I was not going to ever quit because it just didn't make sense. I'm not a problem drinker. I'm not an alcoholic. Whatever you want to call yourself. I mean, I can compare myself to people who drink more or less, or people who are in jail or not in jail, or people. I woke up and I knew, for me, this is not right. And I finally quit. Now, I didn't do it alone. That was my problem. I kept trying to think my way into, I'm not drinking tonight, or I'm not drinking anymore, I'm not drinking this week, or anything you could think of. Never worked. You know, for me to say I need help and actually go to an AA meeting, that changed it. That changed it. That actually got my dream to come true. My desire to not be a drinker anymore came through and came true because I was willing to go and do something completely out of my comfort zone, completely uncomfortable, completely weird, and I didn't want to say I was an alcoholic, and I didn't want to, but you know what? I wanted what they had. Sobriety. I didn't want to be living with this alcohol mind because I thought about it more than I should, and I worried about not worried. I woke up and I would try to recover, I got to work out, I have my juice, I got to have coffee, I got to work extra, I got to work out harder, whatever you got to do to get back to baseline. I did that too much. I was good at it, high functioning at it. If you are unhappy with drinking, you can quit. You don't have to wait for the bottom to fall out. You don't have to be full-fledged living under a bridge before you surrender the glass. It's a beautiful journey. The journey out of alcohol lifestyle into everything else. There's not enough people talking about how awesome sobriety is. There's not enough people saying, join me. This is great. I think that those of you who are sober out there, would you start talking about how great it is? It doesn't have to be a secret. Those of you who are still drinking and you're fine with it, I was too, 20 years. Carry on, soldiers. Whatever. But if you wake up in the middle of the night, or you wake up in the morning and you're like, what is, this can't be? It might be time. And I'm here to say you can do it. There's plenty of help out there, especially now. Hip Sobriety with Holly Whitaker. There's Recovery 2.0 with Tommy Rosen. There's Recovery Yoga. Hell, I'm doing a Recovery Yoga Raven. There's books called Control Alcohol by Annie Grace. Great book. You won't even want to drink if you read this book. So be careful. If you still want to drink, don't read the book. Lots of books. AA. Go to AA. There's an AA meeting somewhere by you. Do you want to change your life? Great shift. 100% guaranteed, man. I changed my life 100%. Not just my nights, not just my mornings. My whole existence is different. And it's 100% better. I highly recommend it. If you're considering it, keep considering it. Have a beautiful life. You deserve it. Namaste.